Kenneth, based on what we've been told publicly to this point about the incident, what's your reaction?
So, Ian, this sounds like a very serious threat. A second attempt on President Trump's life. The shooter was within rifle distance at the time that he was discovered, but he was laying in wait, waiting for the president to get closer. So this really is a serious attempt on the former president's life.
You have worked in counterterrorism, among other investigations, in your time with the FBI. It's been just a few hours since this attempt. What are FBI agents likely focusing on tonight?
So there's two different aspects of this investigation. One is a criminal aspect, that is being able to gather all the evidence, all the information, all the interviews in order to prosecute this person for this attempt. But the second part, though, is to look into the immediacy of the threat. That is, was this person acting alone? Was he acting at the direction of others? Was there any indications that he was planning to do this? These are all things that are necessary to find out to see if there's any additional threats, anything that could be used to stop the next type of event from happening. And so there are a lot of different areas of the investigation, but the immediacy here is to see if this is the only threat or if there's any more, and whether it has been totally wrapped up or if there were anybody working in concert with him.
I can't imagine how much noise there is out there on social media and the internet, which could be a threat, might not be a threat. But after these two attempts in 2 months, how do you think the FBI is going about trying to assess future threats?
So the tips line that the FBI uses is one source of information where people are sending anonymously in some cases, but in other cases identifying themselves, but providing information. All those tips have to be run down. And so a lot of it, as you say, is noise. A lot of it may not lead anywhere. But as we get closer to the election, after two attempts on former President Trump's life, you can imagine that the number of tips that will be coming in will make this into a very busy time here before the election.
One last thing, I assume lots of times suspects or criminals are loath to talk to police. They're trying to protect themselves. On the other hand, there may be a possibility that somebody that's trying to do this kind of crime wants the notoriety and may be willing actually to talk to police. What's your sense of that?
So the shooter had a GoPro supposedly there with them, so he wanted to record this to be able to put out on the internet, maybe live stream it. We don't know, but this is a person who wanted this event to be known. That being said, police will have one opportunity to interview him. The FBI will have one opportunity to interview him before he gets represented. Once he's represented, his attorney is going to tell him not to talk to the police, not to talk to the FBI, and then that will be it as far as figuring it out, unless he is willing to provide information on his own.
All right, well, it'll be interesting to find out if we learn any more over the next day or so. Retired FBI agent Kenneth Gray, thank you.
Thank you.